It's our favorite part show. It's our favorite part show. Belle loves haranguing Mandy, blah, 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 Fred and Joe.
This is so cooked on so many levels.
Well, g'day. I'm Liam. This is the Off-Air Podcast. Ben's also over there.
Hello there. No haranguing, please.
Belle is in the room.
Present.
And producer Andy.
Present.
Let it be known that there were some whispers of haranguing over the weekend. Some allegations have been made. It is something that Belle's normally guilty of.
If I was a
Didn't
betting man,
harangue him.
I would say one B. Jackson was haranguing one Andy.
But being harangued is when you're in your own personal space, you're having your time, and then someone's, they're getting up in it. They're in your
If
grill.
anything, Andy harangued my personal space.
Whoa! Don't go throwing around harangue, Belle.
I mean,
lightly.
it's sort of, because, you're just going to be careful with defamation and that sort of stuff.
I will tell you what happened, and then you can make your own mind
I will
up.
tell my side as well.
So,
Two sides of the coin.
so we
His story, her story, and the truth. And we're going to get to the bottom of it.
You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge
Ben and Liam.
Scheindlin. The people
Ben and
are
Liam
real.
Scheindlin.
The cases
Judge
are
Judy
real.
Scheindlin's our
The
mum.
rulings are final. This is Judge Judy.
Ben and Liam.
Ben and Liam.
Forgot about the second one. Shit.
Liam Scheindland. So we told you we were at the Cranbourne Botanic Gardens before anyone else. It's before Belle said she was there. So
Nope.
there is every
Incorrect.
chance. There is every chance that she. Well, the
We
evidence.
should explain that.
The evidence shows.
We should explain that
Yeah,
both
you need
of
to go way further back.
both
than
of
that,
you on the
Andy.
weekend went to the Cranbourne Gardens, the Botanic Gardens. Off of my recommendation, I went there last week. My wife Sam, we both thought it was a lovely place. It's free entry, so what do you got to lose? I told Belle about it, and my wife Sam told Andy's wife Kelsey about it.
Correct.
And then, coincidentally, you both decided to go on the same day, which was Sunday.
You said at 10:30 we're off to the Cranbourne Botanic Gardens, and we were already there.
I don't care. In the chat, I said it first, and then you jumped on.
Don't
and
pee on
said-
my leg and tell me it's raining.
And then you said, "Ooh, see you there."
Basically,
Which you said, "See you there." That's
No,
one.
what I will say, sorry, if I may interject, I think it says "see you there" with a photo, and he proved he was
Yep,
at the
he was
location
there
with
first.
an image.
Yep.
He
Well,
marked
what
his
do you want me to do?
location with an
Turn
image.
the car around and say, "Oh shit, Luke. Well, Andy's there."
I suppose
so...
by accordance
Hello?
of harangue law, I suppose at that point you knew. It's kind of like if someone has a restraining order. If you know someone's going to be at that party, you can't go anymore.
the real scene of the crime was the cafe. We spent a long time walking around the gardens, and then we went for a quick breakfast afterwards, and Belle and Luke were in there. We couldn't get to our table without walking past you guys, and I actually
You
thought...
came to our table.
I actually thought it was
That's baloney.
I actually thought it was a very pleasant conversation that we had. And
No, you
I
didn't.
congratulated Luke on getting engaged.
Yeah, and then you came in this
Kelsey
morning and
spoke for a bit.
backflipped
We were
180.
No, I was just saying that I did not backflip 180. I said it was nice to see you guys, but then you invited me round for a bonfire at your house,
Okay,
and
bonfire's
I was
strong word.
I was like Jerry Seinfeld, and you were like Kesha.
No, thank you.
No,
No, thanks.
No
So
thanks.
that's the thing, right? So we live in Sandhurst, which is it was literally a 13-minute drive to the Cranbourne Botanic Gardens. So you're in my hood. So you came to us, technically. That would be number one harangue. And then number two, you came to our table.
Well, every time you come to work, you harangue me because I live in the
Well,
South
there
Melbourne
is-
district.
I suppose there is a case to be made here for Andy haranguing Belle.
no, but
And then-
Andy's allowed to go to the Cranbourne Botanic Gardens.
Why
But
aren't I allowed
he did
to go?
come. Were
He
you
was there
sitting?
first.
Were you
We
sitting
were
down
sitting,
though when
we were
he
sitting
came over?
down, and I turned around and gave Andy the finger as my salute. Hey,
I
what's
see.
up?
A harangue.
And then Andy came over and was like, "Well, hey," or whatever you said,
Interesting.
fancy seeing you or some shit. And then at the end of the conversation, I think you or Kelsey said like, "Oh, what else are you doing today?" And I said, "Oh, we're gonna go home. We're gonna have like a fire outside and have the leftover platter that yes, I bet we'll get to soon." And we had leftover that. But then I said, because of the person I am and Liam, I think you're on the same page here. I just said, "Oh, well, if you're down this way, my hood, you're welcome to pop in and you can,
Yeah.
have a drink and see."
Which is a polite offer.
And then I said straight away, like within 2 seconds after, I said to Andy, "You can say no."
No thanks. No, thanks.
Your feelings aren't important. Your feelings go on Dr. Phil.
Can I submit just one more
Yeah,
piece
Diddy.
of haranguing evidence?
Yes, Andy, you may.
So the interaction didn't last for long, and then we
No.
went to our table, and Belle and Luke continued to have their coffee, and we went and sat down, and Kelsey and I were just holding hands across the table.
That was very sweet.
And then when Belle and Luke left, we looked over to them, and they were doing as if we were in high school. They were going, woo, holding hands. Like they started doing that.
Now
I would say
that
that's
seems like a haranguing. I see.
Hello?
Is there any?
Whatever.
Is there any other evidence you have to present to the court, Belle
We made it
Jackson?
nice and quick, and I went, oh, and I said, okay, right, see you guys. We're going to the lookout. Bye.
I believe
And then
Luke
we walked
did
up.
this with his
Did he
hands.
really?
the
I
little
didn't see
love
that.
heart.
I didn't
he
see that.
did
That's,
love heart
okay.
hands.
Well, that's okay. I was unaware of that.
So
I
Luke
was-
has harangued me.
I was. To be honest, I was defending Belle up until the last little minute there when you were trying to have a quiet moment on the weekend with your fiance, a loving moment.
He's my wife.
It does seem like there was evidence of haranguing there. However, I will leave the final judgment to my
Oh, I
co-counsel
wonder
Ben.
what it will be.
I was going to leave it to you. I can do it if you want.
Well, I've said my piece.
We know where it's going
I've
anyway.
said
Belle
my
Jackson, we, the court, find you guilty of haranguing.
Wow, what a surprise. I'm so
You can't
shocked.
appeal it yet. You need to wait a few
I'm
months.
not appealing it. I'm not
So you admit
appealing
it.
it. I don't admit it.
That's baloney.
I stand
And
by
you
my,
know it.
I stand by my innocence.
I love one of my favorite things is watching how happy Ben gets over the bus. I must admit, it's a job I wish I had sometimes because I don't want to have to do all the work of like playing all the songs.
Yeah.
And, like he has more work to do all the time, but the one benefit is that he gets to play the sound effects, and he's filled with such joy. I wish I knew that joy.
Can we have the gavel again, sir?
Certainly, sir.
Case number 2, the trial of the rotten platter.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can say that
When does it become bullying?
I
because
must
my
admit,
platters are
I'm
so
like-
I was bullied by the entire Alpha Squad about my shitty platter. Someone said it was embarrassing.
It was kind of embarrassing. I think as we learnt, Ben is the platter king. I had to eat humble platter. I came in 1 point off at second. I'm sort of happy with that. I'm comfortable with that.
It was respectable.
It was respectable. Like Andy, obviously Belle didn't try, and that was kind of like a bit of a joke. Well, you didn't try. You threw.
Oh, the platter off.
Yeah. And then
Belle with her primo platter got the
Yeah.
same amount of votes that I did.
yeah, because Andy, you kind of tried, but it just.
But I did it for
wasn't.
Jazz.
It was the one that came off worst for people, who weren't following along the platter off was Andy.
It
'cause
was Kumon level.
there was effort, but there wasn't, much. There wasn't much on offer there. But yeah, obviously you've already been barred for haranguing in this podcast, Belle. So I'll try and hold back my judgment a little bit. But I wasn't too wrapped with your platter. To be
Yeah, I
completely honest.
also, again, we did this because we were like just chucking a thing together, and I was like, yeah, whatever. It's like, it honestly,
Was
yeah,
it?
sure.
Hang on.
I wasn't super proud of it.
Was it for you or was it for other people?
It was for other people.
So you're telling me you presented that platter to guests coming into your home?
So they were coming over for an hour.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're still coming over to
Yeah,
your
but like it
house.
wasn't going to be like a huge meal. It was like an hour sitting down.
Honestly,
So-
what I will say is some of the ingredients here, like it's not like bad ingredients. It's just like the presentation's just heinous. Like it's just like
you
it's,
didn't, you didn't need,
like, for
you
example,
didn't need 2 platters. You could put all that in 1 platter.
It's too
Absolutely.
crammed. You need space.
not that much space.
No, you
that's
need
too much
space.
space. It looks scarce. Like it looks like you just couldn't afford to fill it up.
Yeah,
Well-
that's wood with some biscuits on the top.
The thing is, so they were coming over for an hour, so I thought I will just put like basic platter together.
I'm liking some of your flavors there though. I'm not knocking you
Why
for
are they
the
so
produce, but I'm just saying like for starters, like ramekins will get you so much
Yeah, but
further. in the...
I know, and there's a ramekin there for the olives, but,
But
it's
so
just
why
like,
why skimp out on the ramekins? You've got 3 dips there.
Because see how the dips are in the container? They're those dips, they're the hummus ones where they come with the stuff in the middle of the hummus. So if I scoop it out, then I'm already mixing it together. What if someone
But
just
you
wants the
can't-
hummus?
you-
They don't
you-
want the
You
dip.
can
or...
take that stuff in the middle out and you really sort of put it in there. It's
Yeah,
a little bit
not
of work,
it
but that's
comes
what
present. Yeah, I
you
don't
know.
I think your platter was fine. I just keep going back to the time
That means nothing coming from Andy, by the way.
I just keep going back to the time after the platter off, the morning after when you said, well, if I did a real one, it would have been like Ben's.
Yeah. In fact,
That's true.
Yeah.
If that's your real
So
one.
this is the thing, though.
baloney.
They were coming for an hour, so the idea was it's just a snack with a few drinks.
Yeah, but
Why were they so firm on an hour? Why were they
Because
like, we cannot do this?
they were gonna go. They had other stuff that they needed to do, so they were like, oh yeah, we'll come in and then we'll leave at this time.
Who is they?
It's some of our like local residents, our neighbours that we're becoming friends with. Thing is, they stayed for 6 hours, so they were there from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
For real?
But then halfway through, they ordered pizzas as well. So the platter was like our entree, and they ordered pizzas halfway
Oh
through.
my god.
The self-entitlement to be at
Wait.
someone else's house and order pizza? This is not your house.
Yeah, but
You didn't get to put...
But they wanted to stay longer. That's a good sign on us. That means that they wanted to stay longer. Their thing fell through, which I think may have just been a backup. If it was not working,
Sorry,
they were
just
going to go,
quickly.
all right.
Did you put your hands up and say we should order pizza, or did one of your guests say I think we should order in?
They were already ordering it. They
Okay,
said,
so
"We'll order
that-
pizza."
so
So then
Yeah.
so we had some pizza after that. So the platter was like an entree, and then the pizza, and then
I reckon they went there with no intentions of getting pizza, but after they saw your platter and they realised how hungry they were going to be, they were whispering.
But it was only going to be an hour. If it was going to be a big night, then yeah, I would have done it
They're like,
differently.
you're like, here, have an olive. They're like, I think we'll order in if that's okay.
I think it is the height of rudeness what they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a sign that they were having a good time and didn't want to leave. We had the footy on the screen, but it was muted because we had music playing like softly than the speakers and like.
How old are they?
In their 50s.
Yeah.
No, I,
Ben, that's your age group.
I won't knock you for that, Belle, seeing as I'm friends with my neighbour Nick in Adelaide, who's in his 60s. But so I
cares,
get
right?
it. Having a good neighbour is good. But
Yeah. And look,
You're insulted at the transom of your own home.
we had a great night. We've already planned our next catch up. We're doing a trivia night at the club.
so
I
we're
don't,
like,
I don't understand why anyone would want to have like that. I don't understand why you want to be
Because we
friends
want
with your neighbours.
friends in our neighbourhood.
In case what? In case what? Why? Why do you need friends in your neighbourhood?
That's what life is about.
No, it's not. Life is not about friends in your neighbourhood. That's not what it's
What is
about.
life about? Ben?
I don't know. Life's about enjoying what you enjoy, but you don't need those people in your life. They are
But
not
we had
necessary.
a good time. We had fun. And yeah, like,
You didn't feel like they overstayed their welcome?
no.
Okay.
well, that's good. I mean, yeah, I got.
Got an ISIS hostage.
I think they have other intentions. And that's all I'll say on that.
There has
That's
been
all I'll-
some. There has
and
been
that's all I'll
rumours
say on that matter.
that Belle's moved into a real F party neighbourhood.
Sure, I think that they're potentially swingers.
Yep.
No.
First it's pizza, then it's pounding. That'll be. So you wait.
Yeah, but the
you
demo-
were saying trivia night. It ain't gonna be that.
The demo in Sandhurst is like older people anyway. So we're making friends with
I reckon you're prime meat. You and Luke are prime meat.
fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
They probably have a group chat talking. They're sort of.
There is a
Oh,
group
you seen the
chat.
new ones that moved in?
Yeah, but there's
blah,
like
blah.
there's the group chat that you're in, and there's a group chat that you're not in. Being
Yeah.
like, what do you reckon? Like next time, should we like
They're lovely
throw
people,
the keys in the
and
bowl?
we're
or-
excited to have friends. And you know what? At the end of the day, who cares? Like we're not ones to judge.
Did they keep saying, "Do you want the pepperoni"?
It's like that movie Get
He
Out.
did. I think that was an innuendo.
No, it wasn't.
Have
Would
you
you
seen?
like the pepperoni?
We only ordered vegetarian, and you kept saying, "You want the pepperoni?"
Have you seen that
Are you a
great,
meat lover?
that great movie Get Out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yes.
like, I think what happens is Belle and Luke have moved in, and then all the Sandhurst people have this little auction, like where they're
Yeah.
all together
And they
bidding on
bid the
who
most,
who gets Belle and Luke's ass.
Yeah.
Well, we actually.
This is pretty warped.
No,
isn't it?
and then, the thing is, Luke and I were actually discussing with them on Saturday. Was saying, should because there's a
Should we
60s
start swinging?
No, there's an over 60s social club.
Yep.
In the estate, and then there's like an adults one, there's a mothers one, and da. But there's no young people one, and so Luke and I were like, maybe we should start like an under 40s club, and like.
Well, I'm sure that would be the height of rudeness for the over 60s. I'm sure they'll be your mortal enemies.
Yeah.
Is there anyone? How many under 40s is there in like the
I don't know.
neighbourhood?
We don't know because that like
They're all hiding from the swingers.
They don't dare come out at night.
Our marriages are new. We don't need to spice things up. Stay away from us.
You meet some young people there. Get out.
Get out where you can.
no, but that could could be a nice thing. Like we'll do, we'll throw some.
How many people? So I'm sort of confused by you because we've not been to your house yet, but I'm sort of confused by it's like it has a community hall.
There's a club. There's like the
But
club.
like, how many people could go to that club? Like, how many people live in this
So there's
estate thing?
there's the restaurant, there's like the bar, cafe one. Then there's like a hall that you can hire out, like the function room that they have
We
like.
could have had the platter off there.
Well, yeah, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah, we've got to drive pretty far away.
Well, that's the other thing. You guys are never going to see. You're never coming up.
So on the weekend, I had a knock at the door, which was strange because like we're not expecting anybody, and then we thought it'd be a parcel, but it was a Sunday, so like, I'll probably not a parcel. And then it was one of our neighbours, and they were like, "Hey, just letting you know, there's been a couple of break-ins to cars on the streets. Just wanted to let you know, make sure your car's locked." And the whole time I was thinking, like, get off my property.
Ben wishes he was in America. You got about 4 seconds.
Well, no,
Get your...
I have cameras. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to interrupt my Sunday to tell me that.
You're like a prepper.
What do you mean?
Like you seem
prepping.
like the kind of guy that you'd be quite comfortable in it if a nuclear holocaust hit.
I thought about buying a bunch of lead and lining my cellar with it. So I was like, if there was a nuclear
Just
attack.
if.
It's funny. I think like most people who
And
knock
you
on your door.
make fun of me now, but don't come to my house. Don't come and knocking.
Would
I
we
don't
be
think I don't
allowed
think
though?
you're a rude person per se, but I think if people come into your space, I think you would be very rude. Like I feel like if
Oh,
anyone was ever to knock on your door, I think they would leave the interaction going, bit prickly.
No, don't get me wrong. I didn't say that to her. I wouldn't be rude
What did
to
you
her
say?
face. I said, "Oh, thanks for letting me know."
Yeah.
So
And
you
then-
close the door.
But in my head, I was thinking you don't need to be here.
So you got a family of 3.
Yep.
Soon to be anyway.
Yep.
You, Sam, and Bub.
Yep.
Let's hypothetically say your cellar fits 10. Your bomb shelter.
Yep.
Are you just sticking with the 3?
Who's knocking at the door?
Or it's like, Ben, it's me. It's Andy. The bomb's about to drop. Can Kelsey and I come in?
Yeah, I'd let you in.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
5.
Yep.
So we've got 5 more. We've got 5
Ben,
more.
Ben,
five
Ben,
more.
Ben. It's me, the Godfather. Me.
Who are you with?
I'm with Sarah.
It's getting pretty full in here, man.
Please, we want to live.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 in here already. All right, come on in. Come on in.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. We made it, babe. I love you so much. Thank you.
Come have some food. Here's some food. There's plenty of it.
Bombs
No,
are,
that's
they're
for the
about to
baby.
drop. The bombs are about to
I've
drop.
prepped for years. We've got tons of food.
I won't even bother.
Jeez, I guess we're all safe in here.
Oh, thank God. Oh, we're so lucky. Ben, can I please? Oppenheimer's coming down. Ben, can I please come?
Can you guys hear something?
Air raid alarm.
Let's do about 30 seconds. 30 seconds until those bombs drop.
Jeez. We sure are safe in here.
Look with me. He's a trained soldier.
Huh?
He's really good at it.
Huh? Could have sworn I heard something out there. I better go check.
Is that the eye?
Yeah.
The eye. They only seem to have that when the world's ending. All right, like that, like clubs where murderers live.
Please let me and Luke in because Luke can help. He's good with like bombs. He can pull things out. He's really good.
We've got about 10
He's
seconds
handing
before
it
impact. Oh no! All the flesh getting ripped off.
Andy, pass the powdered ice cream.
There you go.
Oh, gee whiz. Hey, Ben, didn't you say this thing fitted 4 more?
Yeah, mate. Plenty of room.
Plenty of leg room, I suppose. If only anyone else made it.
Stretching up my legs out.
Now let's just wait it out for the radiation to go down.
Another 100 or so years should do it.
Yeah.
As soon as Andy said, as soon as actually Andy said, So there's a bomb shelter. I was like, oh, okay, I know what the rest of this 5 minutes is going to look like. Oh, you're crying down your chest, Belle.
They're there from happiness, though, right?
The great radio bit. Great radio play.
Oh, the live
8:10
Foley.
tomorrow.
It's very hard to do like
Yeah,
sort of
live nuclear skits.
But doing a nuclear explosion, it's rough on the throat. It's rough on the throat. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
rough when you're in it. You're freaking
Well, it's not
dying.
real. It's not
Yeah,
real.
it's a reflection of what you think of me.
If you want to get into my bomb shelter, you have to bring a platter that I deem worthy.
I would do that.
Can we as a obviously the platter off's done.
I'm
like,
not
everything's
doing
done.
one just for the sake of it.
Well, I
Trying to
want you to
save
prove
money.
that you can do a good platter.
If you pay for it, I'll do it.
No, we all pay for our own platters.
Andy didn't.
Well, that's all right, though. He's a producer. What?
Fine. I'm ex-producer.
Exactly.
See where that producer stank.
Exactly. God
All right,
damn.
see you, podcast up.
See you
Blend.
guys.
Blend.
Bye.